Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another speed test video. Now this time I will be testing out the XZ Premium versus the Sony Xperia X. Now you guys already know the XZ Premium runs the latest Snapdragon 835 processor that is paired with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of UFS 2.1 storage. On the other hand, the Xperia X runs a Snapdragon 650 processor, a mid to high-end CPU that is paired with 3GB of RAM and 64GB of eMMC storage. Now if you have the single SIM variant of the Xperia X, that one comes with 32GB of internal memory, but that shouldn't make any difference in the overall performance of this phone. And again, many of you guys keep asking me where my wallpaper is from. It's from this app called Wallpapers for Me. You can download this app on the Play Store. Just for your information guys, both of these phones are running the latest version of Android 7.11 Nougat, the 1st June 2017 security patch level. Alright guys, so first off we have the power on boot speed test. I'm gonna press the power button simultaneously on both of these phones and we'll see which one starts up first. So in 3, 2, 1. And the XZ Premium is already on the lock screen and I can go ahead and start using the phone. You can see how fast it is and there is absolutely no lag while browsing the phone after it turns on. Meanwhile, the Xperia X caught up real quick. Again, no lags on the Xperia X also. And just so you know guys, the stamina mode is disabled on both of these phones, so we are getting the maximum performance out of these two. So you guys already know my testing method. I have here a couple of apps. I will launch these applications one by one and we'll see which phone is quick. Then I'll do some multitasking and see which phone performs better. So you can see no background apps running. So let us go ahead and begin the test. So first off we have the album application. I'm going to launch it in 3, 2, 1. Again, very quick on both of these devices, not much of a difference. Secondly, we have Subway Surfers. You can see the Xperia XZ Premium has already loaded the game. Next up, Temple Run 2. Wow guys, did you see that, how quick the load time was? Next up, Dead Trigger 2. You can see on the Snapdragon 835 the load time is almost instantaneous. I'm gonna press the play button. And the Premium is already in the game with the X following up. Next up, Smash Hit. Again the premium is a little bit faster. So let's try and do some multitasking. Resume the album app. You can see the album reloaded on the Xperia X. Meanwhile, it was already in the memory on the Premium. Subway Surfers. Again, it was in the memory. Temple Run in the memory. No problems so far. ESPN app. Premium was a little bit faster, but doesn't make much difference in these kind of applications, but the load time is definitely faster in games. YouTube. Again, very little difference. Chrome. Let's go to GSM Arena. You can see the load time was almost instantaneous. Maybe a little bit faster on the Xperia XZ Premium, but yeah, I don't think you will even notice that in real life when you're using both these phones. So let's go to Steam Store. You can see how quick it was on both of these phones. So let's go to desktop version, then reload this. So I'm gonna press the refresh button. Yeah, I don't think the difference is noticeable when it comes to web browsing. And I think the Xperia X is doing a stellar job of keeping up with the Xperia XZ Premium. So again, multitasking. Now you can see the 4 GB of RAM making a difference. You can see the dead trigger is in the memory on the Xperia Premium. Meanwhile, the Xperia X just reloaded the game from the scratch. So here the 4 GB of RAM does make a difference. So let's go back and see if any other application is in the RAM. Smash it. None of the phones reloaded that application. So let's try YouTube. It was in the RAM. Same thing with the ESPN app. Let's go to Instagram. Again, very little difference. You won't even notice it if you don't pay attention. Camera app. Slightly faster on the Premium, but again, this phone is doing a crazy good job of keeping up with the XZ Premium. iFunny. Play Store. Again, very little difference. So let's load up this presentation. Oops, it's asking me to sign in. So here we can see the Snapdragon 835 does make a difference. You can see the presentation is loading much more quicker on the Premium, but again, the Xperia X is doing a fantastic job when it comes to keeping up with the Premium. So let's go back to Temple Run, and again you can see the 4 gigs of RAM making a difference over here. The Xperia X is reloading the game from the memory. And let's see if anything else reloads. Again, you can see that trigger is also reloading on the... Oh, it did not reload. It was in the RAM, but let's go ahead and do some more multitasking. Chrome. And lastly, I have Snapchat. Again, very little difference. B612. Now you did notice I disconnected from the internet. That is because B612 crashes on both of these phones if internet is connected. I don't know why that happens, but yeah. So let's quickly try the split screen multitasking. You can see how many apps don't support split screen. I think this is pretty cool. You can see the game is running. Although controls are kind of messed up here. That's why these applications are definitely not meant for split screen, but you can see the game is running. So let's try a different app. PowerPoint. And I think this is where split screen comes in real handy, because one part of the screen you can keep working on your presentations, and another part you can browse the web for content. You can easily copy paste between two windows. So this is, I think, an advantage over here. Let's try and see if any other application is supported. And you can watch your YouTube videos on one part of the screen. Meanwhile, you can browse the web. For closing thoughts, I think the Xperia X is doing a fantastic job of keeping up with the latest Sony flagship. And this is more than a year-old phone, so I think it's doing a pretty good job. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.